When it comes to Mother's Day, you'll be very surprised at how many mothers are overlooked. Well, joining me to help us celebrate all moms is our good friend Amelia, the founder of Designing Genius. And Amelia, we have to say that there's moms that definitely get overlooked because they're being a mom. Am I right?
Absolutely. Yeah, and there's usually more than one mom involved. And so when we've done all these surveys about how people feel about holidays, Mother's Day was at the very top of the list because what we found was it's about like the patriarch, the matriarch mom, and then everybody else is still working. And so one of the behavioral tools that we say is, listen, if you've got 2 moms, 3 moms, 5 moms in your life, they're all important. Ask them the 3 things that are most important to them. Is it in the morning? Is it in the afternoon? Is it having a cup of coffee or breakfast in bed? Is it walking with the kids? What is it that's important to you? Get that information from each of your mom and then say, everybody's going to get one thing. So that each of the moms get something that's really custom and means something to them, but not one mom gets everything and then all the other moms kind of have to bend in more. It will make Mother's Day so much enjoyable for everybody.
I like that. Do you recommend like maybe actually to spread out Mother's Day, since some people do have multiple mothers, and maybe going, you know what, we're going to celebrate Mary on this day, we're going to celebrate, Martha on this day, and Tammy on this day. Is that something that you recommend in a designing genius way?
It may be, right? It depends on the value system of that person. We have a tendency to give people what we want or what we think is a good solution without bringing their input into it. So if your mom is like, but that day is so important to me, and you give her, like, say, Saturday versus Sunday, then she's like, well, then the other person is more favorite, right? You've got to go in and go, what is it in your ideal Mother's Day? What does it look like for you? What is the thing that's important? Some moms, it's really spending time with their grandkids. Well, we can make that happen. Sometimes it's like, listen, I just want an hour to myself. Okay, then we can make that happen. It's about pulling in the information to say what matters to you and then creating the plan so everybody gets their one thing. And I think that that's what happens for us just behaviorally is we've got great intentions and we give people something we want, but it isn't really the highlight of what they want. So we got to ask some questions and then make it fun.
I like it. All right, I'm smiling and laughing here because I want us to flip this, please, Amelia, and let those moms say, tell us what you want. Because again, the thing I hate is that when I go, hey, Mom, what do you want to do? Oh, baby, I don't need anything. I'm just so happy to sit here, and just relax. No, she's not, because all of a sudden you let her do that, and next thing you know, I'm hearing, you didn't do anything for me. I spent 17 days in birth with you. You couldn't give me a flower or anything. So isn't it the other way around, too, that moms need to tell them what you really want, too, right?
Absolutely. However you feel in your life is based on your design. You designed it that way. And so you have to be able to give people the information they need on how to treat you. And if you have that kind of generation that will just say nothing, fine, whatever, give them choices. Would you like me to be here in the morning, or is it more important for us to be here in the evening? Would you like a flower, or would you like to go to brunch? Like, give them 1 or 2 choices so that you can kind of direct, because some people just are not able to speak about what they want. So narrow the list and give them a multiple choice.
I like that. And again, speak up, because I cannot handle again where I asked my mother and then, next thing you know, all it was she wanted flowers, but she didn't tell me she wanted flowers. So, and that's something important. And we're not just talking about for Mother's Day. We're also talking about in general. And that's one thing Designing Genius makes sure that you actually design your life the way that you can achieve it to be better, right?
Yeah, because as humans, we've got great intentions. We really do. Right? Most humans have got great intentions. And the number one thing that all humans want is connection and belonging. The problem is we don't know how. I try to connect with you the way I want to be connected with, but that doesn't mean it shows up on your radar. So a lot of times when we're working in family units or with a couple or relationship, we see that they're both trying, but they're trying 2 different things. And that's why it's a miss and not a hit. And so being able to put priority order, say what's most important to me is spending time with me when we first wake up, or it's really important for me to spend time with you just before we went to bed, right? A lot of times we end up giving all of our energy to everything else other than the things that we want, and the things that we actually want get the leftovers.
I like it. There you go. See, I wish I miss my grandmother, because all she wanted was us to sit and watch the Waltons with her. That's all. That's all she wanted.
Yeah.
That was it. So, Amelia, where can people find out more about Designing Genius and everything we talked about?
designinggenius.com.
Perfect. Amelia, thanks for joining us again this morning.
Thank you.